Hey. I was supposed to cut it before you saw the word Tuesday. You know what I mean? Because I don't have a monthly intro. Guys, I need a monthly intro. I'll talk to my team. We'll get it out by next month. All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show for the monthly candle close every single month. We bring you Bitcoin and the monthly candle close. Not like the weekly. There it is. Let's break it down. Let's talk about it. Let's also go over some of the big winners we've had since we've been here on the live. Some things have happened since I was live. We've had some big pumps to the upside. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on it. I'm in mink. Are you wearing scrubs? No, I'm wearing a golf shirt. You know what I mean? Are you wearing scrubs? The heck are you talking about? I'm just wearing like a golf pullover. You know what I mean? I thought it would be funny. I have no idea. It looks interesting. I have no clue. What? Are you saying something about me? Did you? It's very ugly. Wow. I found it. It's my dad's. I found it in the closet. So I just put it on this morning because I was like, whatever. Because I was playing board games with the kids and I don't want them to get me dirty. You know what I mean? So that's some fancy stuff, man. No, I have an undershirt on, man. I always have a shopping bag t-shirt. All right. Fackin' fittin', dude. Shout out to, I said fackin'. That's F-A-C-K-I-N-G. I did not swear. I just want to make that really clear. All right. If anyone wants to claim, all right. Facking is a form of, no. Let's take a look at Bitcoin in the weekly candle close. So we opened at 23,134. The high was 25,262.85 cents. The low was 21,370. And we closed at 23,136. We would go up $3. Can you believe that? In the entire month, Bitcoin would go up $3.82. No, that's it. Hold up. In the entire month, after everything Bitcoin did, it's up $3.82. Like, it opened at 23,134 and it closed at 23,136. If you don't find that insanely funny, right? It's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. The monthly count. So, what I like about it is that we stayed above this candle close. But we got to break above these. And right now, we're right below them yet again. This is the monthly candle that we need to break above this monthly resistance. See this? We get through this monthly resistance. Look at the gap in the VRVP. Look how quick we get to 30K. All right. Price likes to get up to the 21-day moving average just like it likes to pump down to it. So if we were pumping hard, we would get to that 21-day. Price is going to make its way to that 21-day moving average, and it's around 30K. This looks inevitable to me. It may not be to you, but I've been doing this for a long time, and this looks highly likely, but you never know. I feel like I'm a little big in the shot today. I feel like I'm a little big. Don't need to be too big. You want me to be real big? Do you want to you want to see like every pore? You want to see this mark on my nose that I don't know why it started, so annoying. You know what it's like to be on camera every single day and have to deal with it? It's not fun, but you'll get over it at one point. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. All neck nor torso. What happened to her? We lost her, man. I haven't seen her in months. So look, we're right here at this high volume node, and we got a big gap in the VRVP. I just like what I'm seeing here on the monthly chart. All right. Also, let's take a look at the stochastics. Just crossed bullish on the dotted line. The last time we got that was right around here, beginning of this little rally, and right around here, the massive rally, right? And right around here, the beginning of another rally. So every time we've crossed this dotted line on the monthly, we've had a, even if it's been a little bit of a pump that retraces, we've had a massive pump. That's 3,000 to 14,000. That was a 4X pump, all right? This one was 500 all the way to 20,000. So that was a 40X pump. And here we are now, already from 16. And when we get to 30, we'll be a double up. right? And then we'll continue to double up. When we get to 60, it'll be almost a quadruple up, you know, and this is how this works. And next thing you know, we'll be pumping to the upside, baby, and life will be just different. But you got to sell in green candles. You got to sell the green candle. Don't forget to take profits. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor and do your own due diligence before getting into any project, coin, or trade. Please, please don't be silly, nilly, willy. You know, be easy. Be easy, as I always say. Be easy. Be easy. Be easy. All right. So let's break down what's happening for Bitcoin tonight, because I know you want to know, and I could be nice enough to tell you. It depends, though, if I'm in a good mood or not, and I am. FLOKI looks like I'm always in a good mood. That's how you know. 301, 382 broken down for you. Wow. Kevin Baker out. What FA would know more about crypto than me? I jump rope to his streams. Oh, that's a pretty good idea, I guess. I want you, again, I don't know. Sammy, for them gains that I second, Sammy, technical analysis will make up. Jaw drop. Love you. Shout out to PS5, Future of Gaming. Thank you for the love. Okay. Okay. So we looked at the monthly. Pretty funny monthly, honestly. I've never seen a monthly like that in my life. Look. Look at all the monthly candles. I mean, that was the smallest beginning to end monthly candle we've ever seen. And Bitcoin will hold the zone, right? And honestly, like, I'm sticking to my guns here. And I've been drawing this. Nobody else has drawn this yet. But you know what? I have preemptively drawn this pattern and watched it play out just like this on like hundreds of assets in my life. So if it doesn't do this, I'll be actually flabbergasted. I'll be like it's just supposed to do this. It's just, this is what's supposed to happen for Bitcoin, right? And if, I mean, again, it's not what's supposed to, because technically I'm a technical analyst and I go by the book. So technically, oh, you got an itch here. You can't usually do that in a collared shirt, right? That's kind of nice. Just get a little, but you know, this goes all the way up here to 34,000. I mean, that's the move. That's the move. All right. We'll get, I mean, that's what it's saying. It's saying that we get to 34K. Which, you know, I just drew this. I didn't even see. But look, that brings you right to this wick area here. And, you know, that's the next challenge. All right. And we'll probably come back down and bounce off 28,000. So, like, we already kind of know once we get up, we'll come, you know, it'll be the same game as this one, just be a little more elongated. Daily's looking like a beautiful move is coming with this rounded stochastic. The MACD has lack of bearish momentum, you know, just kind of a small hill starting to round out. Shout out to Cam for putting in the hours. Thank you for the $9.99. God bless you, brother. Thank you for putting in the money. Thank you for throwing down on that super chat. Thank you for becoming a crypto lifer, baby. May God bless you and yours for the rest of your life. You know what? I do this because I love to do it, not because I have to, because I do it for the love, baby, and the love is real. When you love something, you can't stop doing it. And I love watching those balls move around in my jar. I love watching each and every one of you laugh. I love watching each and every one of you have a good time. I like spreading my good nature around the world. You know what I mean? And honestly, as much as I love, you know, I want to be around people because I love people. But I want to bring joy throughout the world. And honestly, the internet is the way where I can touch 500, 1,000 people like this, right? And you just can't do it any other way. I can be in every country. I can be in every living room in every country in the world all at the same time. And it's just like, boom. It's like magic, just like that. Thank you so much for another super chat. Really enjoy the streams. You're a great person. God bless you, Crypto Maniac 1776. Thank you. I appreciate it. You're a good man, too. Thank you for the $1.99. That's amazing. Blessed that you would throw down any type of your value towards me. So God bless. I don't care if it's, you know what I mean? That's value. Thank you for your $1.99. You did not have to do that. Not my... Yevon, away cookies. Get him away cookies. Y'all hype this man up if you made gains today. Shout out to my man Kane. Look at that beautiful 16K. If the Fed raises rates 5 basis points the next time, we will most likely see a pretty big dump. Oh, yeah. If we go to 0.5, it's not going to be good. But I got a little trick to tell you that it ain't happening. It's not going to happen. And I'll tell you why. Are you ready? All right. We could clip this out to the team. I don't think anyone's watching this out, but we could clip this out. It's going to be at, how long have we been streaming for? What number are we at on the stream? Anyone? How long have we been going? Oh, let me see. 22 minutes and 26 seconds. 22:26. All right. All right, here we go. My name is Sam Price, Crypto Lifer, and a lot of people are saying that the Fed will raise rates. They're worried. They're concerned. Hi, my name is Sam Price, Crypto Lifer, and a lot of people are saying that the Fed will raise rates. They're concerned. They're looking at the markets. They believe if we go to 0.5 basis points, Bitcoin will take a slamming dump to the downside with the S&P and the traditional markets and the stonks. But I'm telling you right now, I have a little bit of a hypothesis that makes sense to me. Let me ask if it makes sense to you. So the idea here is this. Jerome Powell sits up here for days on end, and he stands on top of this podium, and he says, blah, 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 right? And he sticks to the point that they've done somewhat of their job, right? That the CPI had slightly decreased, and that they didn't reach their goal yet, but they were going to work towards a goal, and things were going well. Now, if they switch to a 0.5 after talking about being more dovish for 2 sessions, that'll make them look pretty foolish, in my humble opinion. I believe they would have to come out at 0.25 first, then be bearish, then start the talk, and then roll into a 0.5. I don't believe they're going to be able to do a 0.5 on the next one. I believe we're sitting at a 0.25. And I'll tell you why, because they will look too foolish if they go to a 0.5, because it'll look like they're completely contradicting themselves in the last month and a half. And they don't mind backpedaling and swinging around, but that fast is going to be, and then it's going to be harder for them to pull out their next ridiculous move, because people are going to be like, well, what about last time when you just went, and now you're at 0.5? So they almost need to stay at 0.25 for them to go to 0.5, because they need wiggle room for their shenanigans. You know what I mean? So that is my hypothesis why we will not see a 0.5 basis point. We will see 0.25. But again, anything is possible, and it doesn't mean, that's going to happen. And I'm not a financial advisor, and nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. All right? My name's just Sam Price, but it doesn't mean, just because my last name is Price, I know it seems Price, the name, it's like, I know, I get it. But again, no, I am not a financial advisor, all right? So look, we're watching this flag to the upside on the daily time frame. This also has a little bit of a move here, waiting. And if this moons, I'm telling you, first it will moon, then the altcoins will follow, and we would get a bit of a moon here. And this is a bit of a Sammy Cup and Hattie to the upside. Sammy Cup and Hattie to the upside. Can we get a move here? All the way, the breakthrough of 20,000. What did that would bring us to $26,934. And then that next target here would be 28,065. My eyes get tired at night, man. I looked at so many charts today to the point of no return. Lifer to the moon, baby. Shout out to Gur Paul. Shout out to Druid Crypto. Shout out to Kevin Baker. Shout out to everybody here on the live. I love you, Sam. Thank you for everything you do. God bless you. I respect you so much, man. You saved a lot of people, including me. Peace and love to you and yours, Bubba. Shout out to Kevin, man. Keep going, baby. Don't stop, man. Don't stop. Let's go all the way, man. To the end. To the end, man. May God bless you and yours, my friend. You did it yourself. I may have helped you just get that light, get that push, but you did it yourself. May God bless you for what you're doing, and may you help others the same way you have been helped by me, man. May God bless it. You know what I mean? And thank you so much for the kind words. Honestly, I never thought I would be worthy of such kind words. Shout out to Crypto Cash, man. God bless you, brother. No. Thank you, man. Hold up. No. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. I mean, I'm serious. Like, who has ever got home from a trip to a big box waiting outside the house It's a giant Bitcoin like rug, and it's made out of llama. Right? Am I saying that right? No, am I getting it right? Llamas? Yeah, the llamas, right? Alpaca. No, alpaca. Alpaca fur, man. This thing is like, oh, a Bitcoin alpaca fur like thing is unreal. Thank you, man. May God bless you, man. That thing is like hundreds of dollars. There's a alpaca near my house. One hat's like $50. That's like easily like $400 or $500. God bless you, man. Thank you so much for the love. I thought it was a panda one size for a second. Sam's alpacing. Sam's alpacing. Oh, man. She's stupid. Oh, man. The corniest people in the world. Shout out to Cam for $19.99 asking about apt. We'll get into apt in a second. It's Panda. He just can't say it on stream. It is a... No. Never. Not even funny. So, look, we're looking for this move here, this cup and handle for Bitcoin to the upside. You can even pull like a mini fib here, like we do on the alts. And like we came to the 618, we wicked basically into the golden pocket. Chance that could be our move to the upside here for Bitcoin. While everyone freaks out and meeks out and squeaks out, I mean, the 4 hour slowly resets on the low, right? And what I even see, and I've seen this many times in my life, is this beautiful inverted that'll come down, hit the channel. For some reason, the head gets kicked out of the pattern, occasionally. Can't even do it here like this, though. There we go. That's the wedge. Grab a wedge when in doubt. Grab a wedge. And we could make the right shoulder and bump to the upside here. It's starting to look pretty if you ask me. And it would be fine if we bounce even lower or just to this, we could go a little more to the low side. So we get to the 1 hour and we take a look at what's happening. And the 1 hour says, I'm done, skis. I want to make a turn. And we waited all day for the dumpage. And so far, you got this shoulder, this head, this shoulder. All right. We had this as a diamond, if you remember correctly, if you were kicking it with me. I don't know where or who you were kicking your TA with, but in the bottom, out the bottom. However, it bounced off support. Right here. Bounce. And it's somewhat of a double bottom. And we went to the 15. I'm going to take this away. I don't want to, it gets too much if I have too much stuff going on. Is it too much, huh? So possible inverted head and shoulder here. Make it bacon on the beach. Let's go to the 15 minute. There, I said it. I got to say it on every stream now. I don't know when it started. And we've probably lost some other things that I used to say, though. Some other fun things that I used to do on the channel. Every single day. Welcome to the channel. Every single day. The Crypto Lifer Show. Every single day. Every single day. And just like those things that get drilled into you. So you're going to be walking down the street tomorrow and you're going to be like, every single day. And you're like, what the? But it's just going to be in your subconscious. If I do it like 4 more times, like every single day, the Crypto Lifer Show. Shout out to you and yours. Thank you for jumping on in. Welcome to the show. My gosh, what a show. $51.97 in chat revenue. You people are amazing. May God bless each and every one of your beautiful hearts. Thank you so much for the love. So look, let's take a look. Inverted head and shoulder for Bitcoin. A bit of a falling wedge here. Kind of a slanted ascending triangle in a bit of a way. I've never thought about it like that, but it's a falling wedge. It's wedgy. It's wedgy like Wisconsin cheese, baby. Shout out to Brett Favre. Shout out to Aaron Rodgers. Shout out to all the Wisconsin quarterbacks that ever lived. So look. Falling wedge. Can it break to the upside? Can we double bottom? Can we get a double bottom? Can we get 2 bottoms? A double a bottom and a bottom. Two, you know what I mean? I mean, like on the chart, I don't know what you're thinking. I'm talking about here. Like, see, you got the 1, 2, the two bottoms. That's what I was. I don't. What's going on? What's going on? What? Okay. Anyway, so look, can we? I mean, it is an M2, and M's like to dump on you. Kind of a shoulder, head, and a shoulder. It's kind of like it's a bit funny. You know what I mean? I'm not sure what it is, but it seems to be a complex head and shoulder pattern at the moment. Like, I'll take it. Even if it has one left shoulder, I mean, I'll experiment. Anything is possible. Kind of has two little shoulders there. One, you know. It's got the complex head and shoulder vibes for me. So I'm just, it's our worst case scenario. Things that I don't want to see. But, little weird. It would be one of the strangest patterns I've ever seen. But I'm open-minded to believe it's there. All right. Horrible resistance here that we just can't get back above 23,005, right? But a lot cooking. And as long as we can break to the upside, it would be a nice thing. Of course, right? So let's see what's happening here. We could make look at this is a shoulder. This could be a whole bigger kind of weird head. Right shoulder in a way. I've seen that, even though it's strange, I know. Overbought on the 15. So we got to flag out the 15-minute. And if anything, we need to stay in this flag here. And then the 15-minute and the 1 hour need to take care of business and get that 4 hour back aligned. Pump that daily and start to get our move on out of here and change the game, baby. Because once we break this white line, we're breaking out of the bigger falling wedge on that daily. And that begins our move, at least to the point of control at 23,008. We get above 23,008. And I tell you about this VRVP, it's like a ball that rolls down a hill. If we get above here, we're going to roll down the hill right here, all the way to 25,353, and we're going to make our new high, and then we're going to rejoice, and things are going to change, and you never know. It could be life-changing not too long from now. And we could also fall down here, bearishly retest here or even here, and that would be a pretty nice short to the downside, and I'm open-minded to both things. All right? I'm open-minded to both things. And if we do decide to fall to the downside, all right? If we do decide to fall to the downside, we will come and test this level here at 22,007. If we lose that, we're coming likely to 21,500. And if we lose that, we're going to test this 20,008. And then it could be, till some lower lows at 18K. But we'll or at least 19,000, I believe we would stop at here. At least this high volume node. And then down to this one. And then, But we'll go from there when it happens. You know what I mean? Right now, we have a low, we have a high, we have a low, we have a higher high. Right now, we got a higher low cooking. And it's been doing well for a while. It's highly likely to be the higher low. Based off the macro trend, I already decided to go all in. So, I told you what I did. And everyone saw me do it. Last night, I bought about it, my last, I don't know. Not my last, but I bought another $11,000 worth of Bitcoin. And I just keep scooping up BTC. And I'm a man of my word, you know what I mean? I just keep buying up the Bitcoin and keeping it clean, 453 people on the live, 208 likes. May I get the likes up to the watchers? I would be greatly humbled and appreciative of it. Thank you so much for the love. I'm still calling 12,800. Don't hate me. I mean, I'm not calling anything. I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe we go to 12,008. I don't know. See, that's the thing. Difference between me and you is I'm not calling anything. If we go to 12,800, you're going to see me buy so much Bitcoin, I'm going to love it. The thing is, if we go to 12,800, here's the deal. I address this every time, but I'll address it again. Because we go over Bitcoin every 5 hours. I sleep for about 5 to 8 hours, right, every night. So, but mostly through the day, we go over to Bitcoin every 5 to 8 hours. I was going over Bitcoin all the time in the trading group today. So what happened is Bitcoin will dump here, probably make some type of bear flag, and then begin to dump again and flag, and it won't go straight from here to here. And maybe it could. There's a chance. I mean, we don't know. It could, but even if it dumps real fast, it'll do something and dump, and we'll be here. At that point, this will be negated. The uptrend will be done, and then the idea that we could go down to here will be on the table, and then here will be on the table. And like once we get to here, then you'll hear me say, hey, well, we have a measured move down to 12K. You know what I mean? So like you don't need to say we're going to 12K. I don't want to piss anybody off, but as a mature trader, it sounds kind of funny when someone does that, because it's like, but like we don't even know. Like we don't know. Like we don't know where Bitcoin's going to go. Like we don't know if it's going to go up or down right now. We have no idea. This could pump out of nowhere to the upside. This could dump all the way to the downside. It could dump slow, dump fast. Anything could happen to Bitcoin. I'm looking at the probabilities every single day, but I have no clue. What I do know is that we're probably going to be the first people to get the highest probability play on it, and those probabilities play out the most. Does anybody agree? Does anyone agree with what I'm saying? Mic drop. Patience is a virtue. So let's watch this 15-minute flag on Bitcoin and see what happens. It's in the camel pattern, the old terrapin, but it's in the camel pattern. Here's your leg. You got the hump one, kind of hump two, leg two, neck, and can it make the camel head, and can the camel spit to the upside? We will see. Shouldn't even, we got to keep it real ourselves behind the TA. That's just law. Shout out to Stack McChange in the house. A son of the science, my man. You find the market slowdowns and then speeds up. You could tell volume by the flow. Maybe it's only me. I can smell the flow. Level by level, man. The start of the bull run. Get those bottoms in. Sammy TA, baby. Russia could nuke it to 12K. Anything could happen. Russia could nuke it to 60K. Damn, camel pattern is nice. Super chats, APT. I see some, oh my gosh. Don't do it to me. Bitcoin is going to go below the monthly 200 EMA. We are dumping. You never know. One step at a time. I mean, everyone keeps saying, what about the DXY? Well, let's talk about the win today. I talked about this giant double bottom for Fort Knoxter. Put it in this cup and handle. It would explode today for gains of upwards of 193%. Still holding a giant candle right there, as you can see, still open at 17% gains. And is it going to go for more when it touches the 21 on the 7-minute? High risk, but you never know. I personally don't have a stake in this coin, just to be honest and clear about that. But this thing looks like it could pull off on another quick move, but it is high risk. And I personally would not chase it, right? Sometimes it's just fun to watch to see if the technical analysis will play out for me personally. Filecoin in a beautiful hidden divergence, likely to make a move to the upside, stops below a Fibonacci point with the 200-day moving average covering me for some support if we get the bounce. I like what Filecoin's doing. 64% gains coming out of Filecoin. It's on my radar. It's oversold on the 4-hour time frame. It's oversold on the 22-hour time frame. It's oversold on the daily time frame. Need I say more? It's getting down there and ready on that 4-hour with hidden bullish divergence. The 1-hour time frame has movement. It's kind of indecisive. The 15 is also up in a little place. I'd like it to be lower than that technically. And it could dump to the downside and never pump at all. We do not know. There's no guarantees of a move. It's following Bitcoin's wedge in a way. If Bitcoin dumps, everything will probably take a beat down to the ground. Sad to say. However, this hidden bullish divergence that I'm seeing here strong on the 4-hour time frame is very, very interesting and definitely has me looking at what's happening. All right. And on top of it, it looks like, another good sign. Once hidden bullish divergence starts to play out, it can end on a bullish divergence. So see how this is swinging up, but that swung down, and you got a bullish divergence there after the hidden. It's an interesting concept you know, or inside of the hidden, like, you know, it's pretty spot on. It's pretty cool. Anyway, actually, hold up. I actually made in a way, this was the hidden was here. We bounced up, it hit, you know, we came back down, but the divergence is still good. So see that? I did make a boo-boo there, unless we did the hidden on the 22, which it kind of still has it on the 22 in a way. If you did this one to this one, still has hidden bullish divergence on the 22 hour. Look at that. Filecoin's on my radar. It's got some things cooking for it. It's also in the Fibonacci golden pocket. From this impulse to this lineup lockdown and coming dip down here, it came all the way to the 618 golden Paquito. So Filecoin on the radar. FLOKI on the radar. If FLOKI can hold this higher low, that's all I wanted to do. Reset on the 1 hour tonight. Hold that higher low. Don't dump down. If it dumps down, it's over. It's lost. But 12% for 40. FLOKI looks like it can get into some good things. If it just got to hold that level. FLOKI's just got to hold that level, baby. Can FLOKI do it is the question. Max Global has FLOKI and all sorts of other coins that you can trade for fun. AGIX. My goodness. What happened there? I don't want to say it, knock on wood. AGIX still banging on them to the upside too. Back at 51. Let's talk about AGIX as it's pumping right now as we speak. And everybody knows it was my baby. I'm all over it. I'm all over it, baby. AGIX could easily go to $4 or $5 a can. You know what I mean? And I said yes, it can. Why? Because I thought you would think I would say a coin, but I said it can. So you'll always remember it and laugh. You might have spit your coffee out. Maybe you spit your water out. I don't know what you did. Tell me what you did when I said it can. Like, did you like, were you like, what is he saying? $4 a can. It just sounded funny to me at the last minute. I was like, yo, my brain was like, say can. And I was like, but why? And I was like, because it'll be weird and different. So AGIX looking nice on the 7, getting tighter on the zone. See what I see here on the smaller time frame, and this could boost us all the way up to 63 cents. So I like what I'm seeing here for AGIX. We got to get above this point of control. If we don't, we could get rejected, but we will see. Nice that we're kind of making this nice bullish pattern after we broke out of the bigger bullish pattern that we've been watching for a while now. And right now we're up about 23% on AGIX. Beautiful gain. If you swung trade it, beautiful place to take some profit. I want to hold this thing for 18 months long term and see where it goes long term. But you know, we'll go from there. We will see. We will see. AGIX for a possible big move coming all the way up to about 91 cents. AGIX, that's the bigger idea here that we're looking at. Came down, bounced off the 0.5, 618 Fibonacci golden Paquito. Came back, bounced off the 618. Came back, bounced off the 0.5, and it was gone. I mean, if you knew your fibs, this thing was fib happy and did exactly what it was supposed to do on the Fibonacci's. So it did the fib hop, skip and a jump up to the next step and did the blast easy all the way up for gains. So shout out to anyone that jumped into AGIX. How about AI? Matrix or Multiverse, another one of my favorites that I'm holding on the zone. Pumped up 32%, gave about 10 of it back about 20, holding the zone. Looking at the 15. This is attempting to consolidate in a bit of a flag. It may make a bigger flag too. We're not sure here. We'll watch it. 15-minute may get a bit of a pump here though. AGIX is on my radar. Man, which is Matrix AI, if I'm correct. All these coins. And I got Matrix AI on my radar. And this thing is pumping nicely. They all did the damage, 20, 30% gainers. And now they're all kind of following this funny, you know, some type of, you know, symmetrical pattern. That's in the other one's in more of a flag. Maybe it could continue. Maybe it dumps. We're watching Bitcoin closely. I get it. But beautiful swing trades, you know. Good profit-taking areas for people that are happy with a gain and moving on with their day. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying you should be taking as financial advice. But just as a trader, these are just nice moves. And these are all setups that I put out and that I've talked about and that I've gone over and over and over again. I'll jump in the officially in the officially quit alcohol now on the Lifer channel. Okay, jump on in, man. I quit drinking in 2015. Stacks just keeps banging on them because it's, I believe it's got, we'll take a look. We'll break it down. And there we go, Stacks booming. And see, I was looking at it the other night and I put it in this tight channel. I was like, looks like it could pump, right? And then it makes like a cup and handle here. Handles do not have to be downward channels. I mean, 90% of them are, but they can be sideways like this. I mean, that's a cup and handle to me. And that thing could continue to pump. And I don't try to make the cup and handle. I'm telling you, like, I found it and it happens to play out. And I'm just lending you the knowledge, as strange as it is. And there was months where we wouldn't even see one on the bull market, right? It was completely different on the bear markets. Let's look at my baby Cambria. Cat, baby cat. Starting to pump too a little bit. Starting to pump a little high in the 22 already. 4 hour getting looped up, but a little high too at resistance. So cat getting a little bit of a move. I hold this long term now. About $800-900 of it. If it 10x's, I'll make $8,000. You know what I mean? Like, and all I got to do is sit on it. And if it doesn't, then I lose $800 and I'll never think about it again. So to me, it's worth it. And it's AI and it's the smaller AI. And honestly, if it starts to really pan out, maybe I'll feed it a little more. You never know. But it's so low cap. Cambria. Low cap gem here. Just breaking out, getting resistance. The daily probably has legs. The daily's just getting started. The daily's just getting started. So if it can pin that 22 or get one more push up on the 22, get some nice bullish consolidation. But that's a breakout candle right there. After a bounce on the 786 fib for Cambria. Maybe even have to go a little higher to that wick there. Yeah, sorry about that. Looks like it even did an 886 retracement then if you use that. How did that shift off there? Here we go. 886 bounce. Almost, yeah. And Cambria's on my radar for a gain or two. Daily looks good, just not. To me, I bet there's, we could wait for the 4 hour to bless us. But again, a lot of the AI coins getting a bit of a move here tonight on the monthly candle. Tuesday night. Tuesday night's a really good night, in my opinion. You do whatever makes you happy, but Tuesday night's a great night for trading. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are my favorite 3 days to trade every week, And look, once you get above the 200 SMA, the boom shot, right? Then when you get tight, you have to pump up to it. I'm teaching my students this. If you're new, you want to learn the sauce, jump on in. I don't discriminate. You can jump in. I don't care whether you're in the group or not. I want to help you learn. I care about your success regardless of whatever you're doing in here. As long as you want to help other people with your success and do good things with it, then I want you on my team. If you're a crypto lifer and you want to spread life, love, and the pursuit of happiness for everybody on this earth, if you don't want to ever take things from anybody, if you would never force somebody to do anything that they didn't want to do as long as it didn't hurt anybody else, you are a blessing. I love you, and you deserve to be an honorable person with an honorable life, and God will take care of you. If you do the right thing, God will take care of you. Shout out to Gina Bombina. Don't cry, Gina. Don't cry, Gina. We're here for you. We're here for you. Most people can control their substance abuse. Can't. Bro, cat looking so good. Looking at that one all day too. Did Bitcoin close green on the monthly? No, No, it closed red on the monthly. Or no, did it close? Let's. It did close. It closed green on the monthly, but it was like the most ridiculous monthly close you'll ever see. See, like you can't even see the candle, and it was up by $3. It went up $3 in the entire month. It's pretty hilarious. Funniest monthly candle we've ever seen in our lives. Now we're having fun looking at altcoins. It could be Aptos time. To the patient people goes the spoils, and we've been waiting on Aptos to retrace. I still want to see it come all the way down to the 618, you know, and then hit this previous high again. It could. Daily looks really nice. 22-hour could come down again. It's in between. Daily's got that. Yeah, even from here to here, swing up. Kind of got a hidden bullish divergence there. 4-hour wants to move, but it could just kind of be doing some jiggly jigs. You know, we don't know. Like up, down, up, down. Getting tighter in the zone, though. 1 hour looking all right. I mean, definitely a place where I would begin to DC. What I like to do is build positions. So, like, say I wanted $5,000 of this, or I wanted a swing trade. Say I didn't even want to hold the long term. I just wanted to swing trade it. I buy $500 right now. If it makes a big of a pump, I wait for it to retrace, and then I buy the rest of the position, because then it's like solidified. If it begins to dump, it comes down here, I buy the rest of the position down here. So I commit to $1,500 to $2,000 in the trade, but I buy $500 at the first shot, and then I watch the market. You know what I mean? Once the market gives me more of an idea, I then build my position, stop loss, ready to go. Depending, you know, if I put it down here, then I'll put my stop loss lower, right? And if you get that dump down, I mean, you know, so I think that's a foolproof way to trade. I really like it. I mean, nothing's foolproof technically, but, and again, I'm not a financial advisor. That's how I do it. You got to figure out your own way, but I'm just giving you like my sauce to it, right? And then if you use some automated trading tools that give you take profits and trailing take profits and stop losses and stuff like that, you really can't go wrong. You really can't go wrong. So, yeah, it's just, yeah. So, falling wedge for Aptos, you know, and if we can get the bounce off the 618 into the golden pocket, it would be amazing. There's a chance the 0.5 pulls this one off, though. I've seen it happen before. It could happen again. You want to look for some strong bullish divergence on like the 1 hour, 2 hour, any of these time frames. And I mean, you have this, which is kind of what's called exaggerated bullish. These candles technically close in this, you know, in a very same area, but this swings to the upside. And I would give that exaggerated bullish divergence that could have a move to the upside too as well. We had it right here in a way, same situation. This was pretty flat, but this was moving up. It was exaggerated bullish. And you don't normally get it. And I don't count wicks when I do divergence, just candle to candle close. And that got a nice move. This looks exactly like that. Not saying it's going to happen, but they look very similar. So you do have some divergence here. It's also called out by my divergence indicator by my green R's here, which I don't even use. Just I use it as backup once I find my own divergence. I am divergence. So that's going to be our new shirt, right? It's just going to say, I am divergence. You know what I mean? There it is. It's done. Mic drop. We can go to bed tonight. Aptos, though, looks interesting to me. With that divergence, could get a push up. Shibby Shib Shib. DGB on the super chat. Really? I lost big on LQT early on, but I think it's on a massive rebound. Liquidity. Oh, it just got onto Binance too. Like today or yesterday or something. Yeah, it just hit Binance, man. Brand new coin on Binance. Oversold in that 15. High risk, high reward, you know. Interesting. What you know about the 33-minute time frame? It's weird. I had the 333 minute, not the 33 minute. I never put the 33 in. Where happened to my 333? It's kind of weird. Change the 33 on its own. It's a bit strange if you think about it. See, there it is right there between the 45-minute and the 1 hour time frame. The 333-minute, which doesn't make sense, right? Because 333 minutes, 360 minutes is 6 hours, right? So 330 minutes, we're talking like, 5 hours and 33 minutes. Am I wrong? Right? I don't know. So it's basically the 6 hour time frame, but Weird Tree Vibes. That sounds like my kind of jam. Shout out to Druid Crypto. Embry, I love you, brother. Super Chats. DGB, when you pull a fib, do you use bodies or wicks? Always use the wicks. Always use the wicks when pulling Fibonacci every single time, because you're trying to get the gauge of what a bot is taking, and a bot's taking range. And a bot can only know where price action touched before. It can't really, it's not going to decipher where a bar hit. It's going to decipher where price hit. So bots trade hard on the fib level. The fib level trades hard on the wick level. Know your wickage to get illage, to get ill on trading. All right, all about the wickage. We're going to watch this flag here, on the 15-minute time frame. This is what we want to see. This is what we're looking for. And we want to watch this. We want to watch the Stokes reset while price action goes sideways. If we get down here tonight in the next 2 to 3 hours and we're still sideways, it's a really bullish sign for Bitcoin. And that's kind of the flag I'll be watching. That's kind of what I'm looking at for everybody in my trading group who's out there. All right. If we could clip this out and then just post it to the trading group so they have a clip of just what I'm talking about on the Bitcoin update. And so we're watching this bigger falling wedge, which we could easily fall out from. Our 1 hour time frame suggests a move coming throughout the night, and that will be more bullish. But can we get above this resistance bar here? Right here, right here. Bitcoin must break back above 23,550, 600 really to remain bullish. It could even pump up here just to the 200 SMA like it did before and get rejected. We've seen that a few times. We want to see it get above, when we crunch time in here, we want to see it get above this high volume node right there at 23,800. And if we can do that, we can get the pump to 24.8, and then the story changes yet again. So this is also a shoulder ahead and a possible right shoulder. I've been long. I've long this as the new high, as the new high or low. We don't know for sure. There's no guarantees. But to me, I'm long in support. Previous resistance becomes new support. Boom, 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 boom. I came down here. I decided to long. I long. So hey, I could be wrong. We'll go down here. I am holding this Bitcoin for the next 2 to 3 years. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm not going to be too worried about it. I'm not swing trading it. But, I may use it to trade altcoins too, though, for some BTC pairs. So, Super Dash, DGB, and AMP. Freedom. If the S&P dumps again in the morning, so will Bitcoin. We'll take a look at ES1 now and show you what I see happening for the S&P futures. So S&P futures right now are in a bit of a shoulder, head and a right shoulder. You see that? And I'm telling you how important where we are right now is. All right. We look at our 4 hour time frame. We're in indecision, but we could come down and flip at any moment. You got a really strong bullish divergence, and these tend to play out really nice on the stocks in the traditional markets. At the end of the day, this whole thing is overall an uptrend. Yet this is a downtrend here, right? So you actually had the bullish divergence here beginning to play out as your low. You're coming back, but that's usually going to be your second low. So that's a good sign. We could get the bounce. Now, if we break this, it's all over. It's not all over, but we don't want to break this here and start to break down. That's not going to be a good sign. All right. Look, that's the precipice of us getting back inside of this bigger channel. One that we've been hitting. If I show you on like the 12 hour, see? We don't want to break back inside this white line and fall down into here. We just don't. It's not a good look. So these are areas that we're watching very, very closely. We must pay attention. We must be careful. A bounce back to the upside is the move, is what we're looking for. Somewhere up into here at 4,200, And we do not want to see this. We could double bottom. I'll give you that. I'm always open-minded, so I guess, we could double bottom here. Make a move on up. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but we're at a crossroads for sure. All right. 12 hours suggests we do get a move to the upside. 4 hours suggests that we could get spun, and the 1 hour wants to pop. So, and that could also help Bitcoin pump too. And you know what I see happening is the pump up to the 200 SMA, right? But we'll go from there. That's what I see possibly happening here out of this broadening kind of channel. MACD turning, RSI turning, SRSI turning. Can we get the bounce? Super important. And can we, if the S&P cannot close a candle, I'll make a green box for this. Like, you don't get a candle closing here above this point of control inside my green box on the daily or the 4 hour, expect more downside for sure. So we know what we need to do to be bullish. Let's see if we can do it. All right. And if we don't, then we're going to have to short the market. And we know where we're going to go. So you got to have a plan either way. And you got to be open-minded to anything. And you got to have a Mex Global link below my channel and jump on into Mex Global because they're going to blow your mind. Lowest fees in the game, Mex Global. And look at what's going on. If we look at the market changes today, right? In the market, I mean, it was just a crazy day. AGIX was pumping up to 50 cents. Oh, I got to look at AGIX again. And that's it, everybody. The monthly candle close is just an in and out, I can't believe we already went as long as we did. Oh, yeah, we already did this. AGIX looks pretty nice to me. I like what I'm seeing for AGIX. VELO got the pump up 26% the last time we traded it. Let's take a look at what we get it for gains yet again. Starting to make a drop finally after that huge pump. Let's take a look at our daily channel for VELO. It got hype. I believe it has some arbitrage connections here. Chart your fib. Expect to bounce off the 0.5 or the 0.618. Use the 22 for a little more detail. That is a previous support zone. ALTURA, please. Looking at it for a while. Super small cap, but not dump it. I own ALTURA long term, if you can believe it. I do. I own a big old bag of it. We'll see what happens to that baby ALTURA. If it makes it back to its all-time high, it's going to make me like $30,000. So I would like to see it go back. So the 1 hour's overbought on the line here. I mean, oversold on the line. Excuse my language there. Oversold. How dare I speak like that? Misspeak in such a horrible way. I must mind my manners when I'm with a group of traders. And when I say oversold, I must say oversold and mean it. Previous resistance becomes new support. All right. There's a chance we could SR flip here. However, the 618 is calling its name. You are below the 200 SMA on the 4 hour. You could drop a little lower. The 4 hour time frame still far apart on the moving averages, a little too far apart for me as well. Tells me that I would have to be careful for a bigger bounce. So it tells me to wait on this one, even though I might miss the move. It's a little too risky for me, but maybe not for you, but for me it is. All right. Colin got a nice pump. I went up like 8 or 9% and then came back down, but we got a nice pump. Stop loss to break even or in profit, and that thing did damage. It did what it was supposed to do. Now we can kind of re-look at Kylan again, seeming to form this flag. Looks a lot like what we just saw on the last coin. So, interesting enough. VELO. Previous wick resistance here became the place we wick to right there. Isn't that interesting? Not a coincidence. Nothing in trading is. So, does Kylan get a move here? 4 hour time frame beat to the ground. 22 in the daily, both. I mean, the 22 looks lovely. 1 hour could get a move here too with momentum. I would watch Kylan. A lot of these DeFi projects. Also, Kylan has something to do with Polkadot. I believe it's a parachain, or it's like a coin inside of a parachain. I know it has something to do with Polkadot. All the Polkadot stuff has been moving lately. Polkadot, Polka City, polls, anything with Polka. Polka Starter. Polka Foundry, there's just been a lot of Polka stuff going on and getting a move. Let's take a look at DGB and AMP and ALTURA. ALTURA is an oldie but goodie. ALTURA. I wonder what it kept the market cap at. $19 million at 2 cents, right? Where was it all-time high? Where was this thing? This thing's all-time high was like 40 cents. So it can do a 20x from where it's at. And I think it was just, it came out late in the marketplace. See, in 2021, like, I don't know, it just, no one really knew what it was. In the market, in the NFT space kind of came and went so fast. Once this space gets solidified, ALTURA is going to be a pretty big player in the space. You know, they help basically facilitate, you know, Web3 infrastructure for games. You can create, update, and transfer NFTs in-game without technical complexity or costly investment. Start building. So, like, ALTURA already has a workable product. They've been around. They're known in the Web3 space as far as metaverse and, you know, games go. And I owe the big old, I do own the big old bag of it. So of course I want to talk about it in a positive light, but I still believe it's a back end player that most people will never really know about, and most people really won't research. ALTURA makes sense to me, so I like what ALTURA is doing. All right, and ALTURA is on Gateway.io and PancakeSwap. All right, and BSwap. Best place to look at the charts probably would be over on like Dex Screener, right? So we can copy the address and go to Dex Tools. Was it Dex Tools or Dex Screener? Yeah, Dex Screener became the new one. At the end of the run, we started using this one. Just at the end, though, this became like a new one. So there's ALTURA, and we could do US Tether. You can also see the buys and sells coming in right here on the exchange. I like that. ALTURA getting a pump tonight. Look at that. My baby. I'll take it. ALTURA. And look at that. I mean, basically almost getting to the upside. Nice move for ALTURA. Adam and Eve double bottom. See, even though it's slanted, you get that Adam and Eve double bottom. You get the push. You should get that break to the upside. Get above this level. Use that as support. Find your next move up here and begin to build. You know, on your way back up to that all-time high. Can you do it, ALTURA, baby? That would be amazing, right? I might have the nerve just, you know, because I have a position in it to just throw a little more down here because that could just really pay off if I'm going to hold it anyway. So, you know, I could just pad that move. I'm thinking of maybe grabbing some ALTURA of myself. You do whatever makes you happy. I'm thinking of grabbing some here below 50 cents. I mean, not 50 cents off. What is it? 5 cents, you know, 3 cents even. That chunk there. Once we get above that chunk, it's kind of starting to move. So this is the good accumulation level for me. ALTURA. It's a little small to find out like where it's going to go now. You got to look at like your 7, your 15. Look at a flag. It's what you want now is you want it to just consolidate bullishly. You don't chase. If it continues to pump, let it pump, and then wait for it to consolidate bullishly and make some type of flag or falling wedge, and then begin to I begin to DCA into those wedges, stuff like that. That's what I'd be looking at for ALTURA. But I'm done. I hope you guys understand. God bless you, Kevin. Interoperability should of the plays next cycle. Definitely. DOT focused on interoperability. DOT already determined as a security by the SEC after filing the paperwork. Amen. That's a good thing. I like what he's saying there. And Atmos is also interoperability, right? Stacks look like it could really go and continue. Target for Stacks is 126. It's going to get above the psychological support at $1 that always, tames it, and then boom. It's likely to go to the moon. But you never know. Anything is possible. Stacks, baby, stacks. Neo, looking interesting to me out of nowhere. Just beginning to think, hey, maybe it has some gas in that tank. I've seen these play out, these exact type of patterns before. And it's kind of a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. Just mixed bag about it. It gets above the point of control. This thing's gone. 4 hour looks absolutely amazing. I would have the right to just trade this 4 hour and call it a day. Get my 10, 20, 30%, maybe even more. You never know. and move on my way. But this Neo is looking good to me. And honestly, we don't trade this a lot, but Neo is looking interesting to me on the 4 hour. I would watch Neo closely. Four-hour scalp, baby, 4 hour scalp. And I guess you can't, is that an oxymoron, 4 hour scalp? Because a scalp's technically, you know, but in and out of the 4 hours, what I mean, you know, just take what the 4 hour gives me and call it a day. Look at that. I see something here. That broke out, but I see something else brewing now. The only thing, how close these look to descending triangles recently to me is just the only, like, sketchy feeling about these coins. But, you know, it seems like the whole gaming sector is starting to get a bit of a move. And I'm excited to see what could happen, right? So that is the pickle that we're looking at. 69% gains out of Illuvium. Tight moving averages. 4 hour coming up a little bit. 22 a little high for me. Daily wants to move with the golden cross. Interesting enough. Bit of a cup and handle here. Sammy cup and heady to the upside. Boom. CLV is interoperability as well. Low coins, low cap on the polka dot. CLV is interesting. Neo's so old school. Isn't that amazing that we're going over Neo? GALA's on the cusp of doing something. I hear Neo will rebrand to Ant shares. They were Ant shares before they were Neo. DGB AMP and COCOS. COCOS has been hot. Someone asked about it this morning. I remember going over it. Dumped. Look at that. No, it didn't dump, I guess. Just went. It looked like a dump on the daily candle. It kind of did. Oop, put that back. It kind of did. Stop. Don't move that. It kind of did. Dang, man. It lost this nice trend that it had going on. Changed the trend a little bit, but it's... It's got this descending triangle vibe to it. A lot of these coins do. It's weird. Which is the bearish sign, you know, that's a drop down pattern. Now, we didn't get stopped out of this. It's still open. But it never made the move. It didn't really break out. Something I might cut off before it even hits my stop. Wait for it to kind of show me more signs of strength. But COCOS has been hot, though. It's even been a token metrics pick. It tells me to hold on. You never know, though. So, that's why it's always up to the individual of how they want to take the trade. Could jump back in here and stay. It's right on the level. If it starts to drop here, then we redraw the whole pattern, you know. So it really kind of has to hold here and get that move back up. Let's take a look at DigiByte on KuCoin. First thing I want is the daily. Look like I drew a cup there back in the day. Now it's in another cup. Cooper cup, right? Resistance, resistance. Rising wedge. Adam and Eve double bottom, kind of. Extended on the right side, though. Daily's oversold, getting above the 200 SMA. See how it's following Bitcoin? Everything is. There's the higher low for Bitcoin. Low, high. It's following Bitcoin. It's an old coin, so it's just doing exactly what Bitcoin does. If Bitcoin gets the bump, this is going to get the jump. If Bitcoin dumps, this will dump. So if Bitcoin gets the pump to the upside, this coin's getting that move at least to the top of the channel here. You see? It's going to follow Bitcoin to a T. To a T. All right? If you don't believe me, watch. Type in Bitcoin, KuCoin, right? Put on the same... What time frame are we on over here? The daily for DigiByte. And look, I mean... Bitcoin came up. DigiByte came down. Bitcoin came up. Right? DigiByte, and Bitcoin gets the boom. You're getting the move. You get it? So when you see this pattern throughout the market, it's Bitcoin. Like, So your coin's going to do whatever Bitcoin does. That's why we go over Bitcoin every single day. That's why you can't get upset if Bitcoin dips and it ruins your trades. And as long as you have stop losses, you're in play and you're going to be okay. If you don't, you're going to get rocked and wrecked. And that's just what happens. All right. And if you're not ready for the long-term hold, if you're not ready to build, then you're not going to be able to handle it. And if you don't have the emotions for this game, you're going to have to build them. All right. And basically, by building them, you have to throw them away. You can't have them. Can't have emotions in this game. You have to plan everything out and do what you plan. And you can't let like this weird inside emotional person talk you out of what you're going to do. You got to stick to the plan. You got to stick to the plan. That's DigiByte in a nutshell for you. All right. That's kind of why, you know, Super Chats, AMP and GALA, CNC Ireland. Let's take a look at AMP. Shout out to the $73 in chat revenue. God bless you all here on the monthly candle close. 464 beautiful souls. So AMP, we called this huge pump. Remember the day right before, a few days before, I said if it gets above the 200 SMA and the point of control, AMP is gone, right? And it popped up beautifully. And then it came all the way back down and retested. So what is it doing? What's going on? Well, you want to look at it. First, I delete all my old work because that's cool. When we already took credit for that win and we got them, right? Okay, AMP. Let's see what it's doing here. I mean, you got to swing up here, right? And you got to swing down to swing down. You got hidden bully. Tells you that the trend could continue to the upside. You're retesting these same areas here. Resistance, resistance. You're bouncing. Can you hold that high volume node sticking out? Or do you drop to the POC? That is the questiones, right? Well, it's where does this wick go to? All the way up, which pulls you down to about an 886 retracement. Usually you can't go much lower on the fib level. Very, very interesting. Oversold in the 4-hour time frame, ready to make a bit of a move here. AMP is looking interesting to me. I would keep AMP on the radar for sure, just because it's got tight moving averages and it's oversold in the 4-hour. 65% gains. 1 hour is a little high for me. So here I would put an alert here. Move it over a little bit. Right click this line. Add the alert. Also add like an alert here in the middle of the Stokes. So when we come down, maybe move it down a little bit, like right around there. And I'll be watching AMP, just setting alerts on it. And the alerts are to make sure that I want to see the 1 hour reset. Kind of want to watch it wiggle a little bit in the 1 hour to reset. I want to give it about 8 hours before I look at it again, you know? So I'm setting alerts on the 1 hour time frame. All right. AMP. All right. And GALA. Let's take a look at GALA. On KuCoin. All right. Daily. Show me the daily, baby. Show it to me, baby. Show it to me. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me. Sorry, I just get a little crazy sometimes. So look, we got to look at this, right? We got to look at it. We got to look at this. We have to take a look at this. We have to look at this. We have to see what is going on. My name is... Sorry, I'm not going to do it. All right, so look, falling wedge can break to the upside here. All right? It's sitting on a point of control POC. 200-day moving average getting tight. Everything getting tight. GALA seems to want to hold the zone here and get a bigger move coming. All right? However, the fib tells us we could go lower. Bring this, we could bounce right here off that 618. Is the fib going to call its name? The daily very beat. The 3-day really oversold. Good sign. The 22 as well. The 4-day could give you some trouble. It's not. I mean, the 4-hour not perfect. The 1 hour says time to aggressively get into GALA. We all know GALA is a beautiful project, right? And we know that the bottom was probably a penny. Okay? So if I get in now and it dumps down to like a penny, oh well, right? But if I put half of what I believe in and it dumps down, then I still have half more to get in down here, and I'm kind of balanced at that point, and I don't care. So if I build my position, and honestly, GALA is definitely something I believe is worth grabbing up long term. Having 2 to 3 grand of GALA, I don't believe will be a bad idea in the metaverse move. So, you know, again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice, but GALA is definitely a coin I'd be looking to accumulate. It's definitely something I'm looking at. See if we can get this bounce. It might have to go lower, though. 1 hour is not too bad, too. GALA looks pretty good on multiple time frames. 8 hours a little too high for me. Could be a shoulder head and a shoulder. Look for the bearish scenario whenever you're thinking of something bullish. Could be a shoulder head and a right shoulder there. I've seen that play out, even though it's barely, but it kind of is, you know. And if Bitcoin dumps, this will dump too. So just, you know, we're still in some indecision here. And honestly, if GALA pumps and we miss this pump, then we might get this move back down. And then that would be really like, if this is what happens, that would be like probably one of the best places to ever get in, because it would solidify this bounce and give me a higher low. So all my charts have traced back to my 6, 7, 8, 6 levels, man. Ex-doctor, man. That's what it is. All right. Get back up. Bang. Sorry. You didn't hear that? That never happened. You didn't hear that? It never happened. All right. I'm not that insane. So look. 23% and growing with a move here. Looking very healthy on the 1 hour time frame. I would not be surprised if this thing did another move up to 62 cents. And that's what I see on the radar tonight. Possible continuation move on the 1 hour for AGIX. I mean, that's a continuation pattern. That's exactly what it is. And it has a 68% chance of continuing to the upside. Some coins just feel right. I can't explain it. You ever get into a trade, it just feels right? Like you just have this feeling it's going to do well. You know? AGIX building Bitcoin bags everywhere. Amen. Let's take a look at our BTC pairs and see what's pumping and dumping. Flying and whining. Flying and crying. What's pumping and dumping, what's flying, what's crying. That's funny. For KuCoin BTC markets. Axion, funny, but it pumped up to the 200 SMA like we always talk about. AGIX banging on them, looking the same, and that could continue too. Same idea as we just showed you for the regular pair. I don't know what happened there, but don't worry. We'll fix it. We'll use it too. See how we recycled? We didn't throw it out and get a new one. Because we don't want to leave all our little like old lines all over the place. And they'll end up at the landfill, the line landfill. Then what do we do then? So we try to recycle as many of these lines as we can so they don't end up at the landfill. I hope you do the same. All right. Never clone alone. Remember that? I haven't done that in so long. I just remembered never clone alone, guys. I forgot never clone alone. I forgot it. We had so many things we've done on the channel that I stopped doing. Never clone alone. You can clone, but you should never clone alone. All right? If you clone alone, like, I'm just telling you, it's just don't do it. Don't. Did you hear? Did you hear what happened? Bobby cloned alone. We'll probably never see him again. Oh my God, it's horrible. Oh, oh my God. You're so stupid. The Pinu clan don't lie. Shout out to Crypto Cash, man. Them gains out there. So, I mean, this BTC pair could make you a happy man. Gaining 28% more Bitcoin on your Bitcoin. More Bitcoin on your Bitcoin. Michael Saylor wants your Bitcoin. Oh, man. Not Bobby, no. Sounds like DJ Paul's in the house. Cat moving, baby. Put it out in the universe. So, I mean, look at these BTC pairs. Perp BTC may make another move back up. Everything else is like, eh. AGIX is the pair, though. But there's just so many, there's so much opportunity. Look at Tron BTC. I could spend all day just looking at BTC pairs. All day long. And just playing BTC pairs all day long. And I have a BTC pair section. Well, I'll start to light it up even more. Boom, boom, boom. Making moves. %15 gains coming on the Tron BTC pair. That could make bacon on the beach right there. 1 hour needs to cool off first. I'll put an alert on that. Couple little alerts down there. So look at PIVXBTC. I have it in this tight channel. Looks like you could pump 158% against Bitcoin if it gets a leg on. Looks interesting. You know, daily's super oversold, getting tight in the channel. Even for a scalp up to this resistance point would be a nice move for PIVX. So, yeah, that's on the radar, man. It's above the point of control. Look at tight. The daily looks amazing. You can find a smaller time frame to give you a good entry on a lower trend line. That thing looks money, PIVXBTC. It's on Binance. All right, everyone, thank you so much for being here. I'm going to jump out for the night. I'll show you Bookmap one more time. Bookmap did get a little bit of a short squeeze here. $31,679 small at the end, but tiny little mini short squeeze on the night. Liquidity a little slower moving than normal for a Tuesday night. Feels more like a weekend night, which is weird, but it is what it is. That's just what we've been seeing. Slow short squeeze tonight. We still have liquidity down at 22.9. Nothing really brewing on Bookmap. Bookmap link in the description below if you want to jump into Bookmap. It shows you the order books and the heat map. A heat map basically like a infrared goggle shows you where people are, the darker red they are. So the more people have orders, the darker red it is. So if there's a darker red order, we're more likely to go into that area. So like Bitcoin's more likely to go up here, but then these are people trying to sell Bitcoin. And what happens is when you get short and you hit your stop loss, you have to sell Bitcoin or you actually get liquidated. So there are people that got stops up here trying to sell, and there are people getting liquidated as well. And so once the Bitcoin price starts to pop up to the upside, what it does is it starts to squeeze the shorts. And we can actually see shorts getting squeezed right now. Even right now, look, 40,000. We actually just saw a pretty big liquidation as I spoke, which is really weird. Like, I decided to look at Bookmap and just end the night, and we saw a massive short squeeze for Bitcoin. Bitcoin pumping right now as we speak. Let's take a look. Bitcoin getting a bit of a move to 22,300. Bitcoin getting a bit of a move to 22,300. Let's take a look at what it's looking like. So Bitcoin just got a little pump off the bottom of this channel here, all the way up here. Two big, nice pump candles. We could just say it's like in this flag. I got it in this flag now. And it's riding this top trend line that it, technically broke out of. And we really just want to see this little flag break to the upside. And the 1 hour is retesting for a move. Bit of a double bottom there, right? And the short squeeze got us Bitcoin to 23,300 on the night, right? Can we get the move by tomorrow morning and get a close up into this green box? That's the bullish sign, I don't get a huge feeling that the bulls can get us there. Looks like we're going to go more sideways or get rejected, but anything is possible. So I'm open-minded, and we just got a short squeeze right here as I was ending the night. And I was just talking about Bookmap, and then you can see why Bookmap is so amazing. We can actually watch the liquidations on the order book. We can see what these candles represent, all right? We can see what these candles represent. Their website does it so nicely, it really puts it into perspective for you. Because if you don't see it this way, then you don't really realize. But see how they're like, check what candlesticks are hiding. You see? It's going to look just like your candlestick. Like this order book just looks just like the candles that I'm using. But we're going to see information inside. All right? And we're going to watch liquidations and actually see liquidity on the order book too. All right. Cutting edge trading platform lets you visualize market liquidity and gain incredible insight into the order book. Trade with confidence as you watch the market evolve in real time at 40 frames per second. Identify market trends, discover hidden picture patterns, and understand order flow like never before. You know, volume dots, volume indicator. All right. Large lot tracker. Okay. Limit order offer. It's just amazing, man. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Cumulative volume delta. All right. And other sub-chart indicators. You gotta love BOOKMAP. Link in the description below if you would like to jump into BOOKMAP. Stacks looks like it's the one that could really go. It's just been continuing to the upside. I wouldn't be surprised if it got legs and just blasted. You know. And there's a lot of other things that I've been looking at the last few days. NEO looks very interesting to me. And I haven't said that in a long time. So, everybody, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life. Thank you.